Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another banger stream. There you go. We are back. We are back. It's a late night stream, guys, and there's already a match going on. अभी हमने semi-finals कुछ enter किया है, and there are few people who I know are in it, and जो भी हमारे जिस पे top 13 थे वो इजुई के छोड़ के और कोई नहीं है, but it's gonna be interesting because हमारे बंदे ही opponents बन के बैठे हैं. They are facing off each other. That's something which I am interested to watch here now. So without wasting time, let's just get to there. मैं अभी ये just check कर रहा हूँ मेरा light screen. Okay. Hope you're doing great. How did the tournament go for you all? I just enjoyed, man. I just enjoyed. मैं ये live stream जाने की कोशिश करता हूँ देखो. Okay. I can get this. Can I get this? Yeah. Because there we are. I want to get the chat. I want to get the chat. ऑडियो आ रही है इसका? नहीं आ रहा है ना इस गेम का?
Only
अभी
obviously
आवाज
very
आ रही होगी
close
शायद.
game and moving on to the top four
We're good
now.
to go.
But Rishi, obviously
Now we are
well
Vedant are
known,
into
extremely good
semis.
player.
Okay.
But I said this I think much earlier in the day.
अरे 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 अरे.
Once Blastoise gets Shell Smash off,
That's crazy. Let's
it's
go.
difficult to deal
Yuzui,
with because
Navya
you're just
and
going
Vedant are
first,
in
right?
the
It
top.
just is what it is. And why
Navya,
that
sorry,
early
not
damage
Navya.
is very,
Is it
very
Navya or
important.
Navya?
So great jobs for
Arey, no
Svensfed.
worries.
Shout out
LVZ,
to
you
Rishi,
made your
of
best.
course.
You went till 4-1.
Fantastic
That's
player,
actually
rocks
good.
up to the tournament, gets to top 8 through single elim,
I don't think I
best
would
of
have
one,
been a 4-1
Swiss
as well.
into the top 8 cut. So really good job from Rishi. We expect that kind of play from someone so good at the game. But Svensfed, what a victory for him.
Absolutely. Congrats, Sven. So I'm taking a look at the standings right now, and we have our top 4. Let me quickly go to that screen. Hopefully it didn't change again. But we are looking at Just a Someone, Sven, Zooey, and Smarty Max. You are moving on to the semifinals. I did just give a shout out to Mr. Rishi in chat. My dear friend, please give him a follow if you enjoy watching Pokemon Champions. That is definitely someone that you want to watch.
Are you serious?
And with that, guys, we're moving on to the big boys. We're moving on to the big rounds. From this point forward, it's best of 3. This is what you guys are accustomed to. I'm sorry to anyone who got knocked out in the best of 1. But now we move on to the regular formats. Before we do so, guys, I do invite you to take a little bit of a break, especially for the players, for the viewers, get some popcorn. We are going to come back after a very, very short intermission. 5 minutes, literally, especially because of the tech issue. And then we're going to jump into the big... Ignore what just happened. We're gonna jump into the big matches, so I will catch you guys in 5 minutes.
Mr. Rishi is the guy who won Jute tournament. वो बंदा guess the PCI के tournament पे, if I'm not wrong.
Thanks, guys.
Copyright नहीं चाहिए मुझे. Oh, you got the pair up already? Did Vedant win? Vedant didn't win. वेदांत का नाम क्या इस पे है? वेदांत का नाम क्या है इस पे? पता नहीं है. ओके कूल. यूजुई को पता होगा ना, इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ. Because ये वेदांता तो नहीं है. This Vedanta is not Yuzui for sure. भाई यहाँ पे इंडियन फ्लैग्स देखो तुम लोग कितने हैं. शायद ट्विच का ऐड है. मैं इनका ये देख रहा था बाय द वे. मैं इनका ये देख रहा था. मैं ये देख रहा था, ये देख लेते ना.
Kayaknya terlalu OP dia gitu. Kayak lu bayangin Mega Lucario harus mega untuk dapetin adaptability. Iya. Dan tapi dia harus Gilimora juga harus mega.
Nolan versus GDP match. This is the Nolan what GDP faced off, guys, by the way. भाई मैं तो ये चिल्ला के बोल रहा था, मैं ये देखने वाला बोल के.
Gue belum bisa skill terlalu banyak, cuman I think he have a very very high level prediction juga. Dan kalau Nolan itu playnya itu
He's talking about Nolan.
bagus. Mungkin tanding mungkin gue belum bisa skill terlalu banyak, cuman I think he have a very very high level prediction juga. Dan gue kemarin tuh yang pas ke Surabaya kalahnya cuma sama Nolan memang.
Oh jadi lo di sana tuh menang semua kecuali sama Nolan dong?
Iya, Swiss.
Dan lo pakai tim yang sama di kala itu ya?
Iya.
Jadi
Anyone keep a track of that Moonball tournament so that you know I can jump in anytime.
Wow. Jadi Nolan
Jadi
teman-teman ya.
is a very very good trainer juga.
Ya.
Dan ini playnya juga sangat bagus kan, karena kalau kita kalah di mirror berarti ya memang
Flow ya.
lawan ini ya.
Kita butuh Nolan teman-teman dari Indonesia atau Surabaya langsung memenangkan match ini untuk menaikkan gap kita melawan
Oke,
GDP.
Nolan langsung saja dengan timnya Star Fox ya, Delphox, Staraptor, Galchom, Whimsicott, King Gambit dan juga
Oh, that's a nice name, Star Fox.
Ya, sementara itu di sini
That's a nice name, Star Fox team.
Dengan Glimsnar, Venusaur, Pelipper, Arcaudon, Charizard dan Bascu Legion. Ini tim panas dingin versus Star Fox, Jos.
Wow, ini GDP. Actually dia melakukan sedikit perubahan loh. Karena ketika mungkin mungkin kayaknya aku salah. Mungkin dia
Match side रख रहा हूँ guys.
Seingatku ya.
Oh ini tim utamanya ya, tim panas dingin ya.
Tim panas dingin seingatku ya.
Star Fox Marvel का character का नाम है. Are you sure?
Yeah, we will see teman-teman. Let's go. Come on, hype it up in the chat, Nolan.
Yep, Star Fox is Thanos का brother.
Tim yang sangat bagus
Thanos
untuk
का
Nolan
young
lawan.
brother.
Karena I think salah satu orang yang paling paham.
Yep, we had seen
menggunakan tim
Henry
panas dingin di Indonesia
Harry
adalah
play the
Nolan.
role
Karena
from
dia juga pakai ini tim. Yo, this lead.
Wow.
Kita kemarin dihajar sama ini, sekarang saatnya kita ngasih yang menghajar. Come on.
Wow, ini
King Gilang dan Anin Tosa, yuk.
Ams go.
Yeah.
Okay, they started this, तो हम जा सकते हैं इधर. Because हम PRUL का हम कभी भी देख सकते हैं. Chat, anyone on the Twitch, go, go,
Guys, the top
give our
8
presence.
sudden death round is complete. And then there were 4. I want to say congratulations to our semi-finalists. Hold on, let me get it up. Our semi-finalists, Zooey, Just a Someone, Smarty Max, and Sven. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at right here. This is the bracket. It looks fancy. Guys, we are now finally moving on to best of 3s, which is great news.
Oh my god!
Guess what?
This is so bad!
You are now
This is so
allowed
bad! Bhai!
to lose a game.
Yuzui and someone has to,
only one
Navia
if
has
he
to
wants
decide who will
to,
qualify. This is so
uh,
bad.
move on to the finals.
But it's
Just a
also
reminder,
good that
everyone,
somebody
that
has
did
to,
go
one
over
person at
200
least will get a chance to
registrations,
make a move
and
on.
somehow we are now down to
Warna
4
दो side
people
divide hote
to
na,
reach
that
the
will
best
also
of
be a
3. This is where we
dikkat,
get
like,
to
you know.
see a little bit more adaptation, a little bit more counterplay, and everybody gets the luxury of losing one game and saying, you know what, it didn't count, I was just gathering some valuable info. Raven, what do you think of this Final Four?
Yeah, I'm just looking at them now. I did just remind them that it is best of 3, just in case. But we have Smarty Max on Raichu Y, Primarina, King Gambit, Farigiraf, Meowscarada, and Hisuian Arcanine versus Svensved, which we did just see beat Rishi with the Delphox Blastoise Protect the King team. And then we have Zooey on the Dragonite, that Gengar Swampert team that we were talking about just before, going up against Just a Someone, which is on the sort of Sandstar Raptors team with that Serena. So we've got 4 quite different teams making it, which is really nice to see. I think there's a common thing from viewers or casual players or casual viewers of competitive Pokemon that, like, oh, it's going to be 4 Charizard teams, done, right? And it's like, it's actually way more varied across the board than people think, and especially in this tournament, we've seen a good mix of teams, and not a single
Yep.
sight for this tournament.
2016 Worlds,
That's great news for me.
where
kind of a
Marcus
big
had
World
to
guy.
lose because
Raven,
of
I
Wolfie
suggest
being
we
too good at it.
jump into the Smarty Max versus Sven.
Yep.
And I want to encourage players, as soon as you're ready, jump into your matches. We are ready to cast. Guys, this is for the big bucks. This is do or die here. A little bit less than last round, but we are going to be able to see these players truly locking in into a much more normal
मैं थोड़ी ना कर रहा हूँ
best of 3
stream.
format. So I'm going to jump into the spectate here. And
Are they gonna go? They're gonna go simultaneously, or they're gonna go?
Yeah, and just a reminder, this is now best of 3, so the players do have that interesting
Ooh!
extra layer of strategy.
Vedant
So
is there.
once
What
they've
the
played
fuck?
that game
I didn't
then
see
they
that.
have
What
to
is
think
Vedant's
about,
name? What did he
okay, is my
submit?
opponent going to lead the same? Are they going to completely change? Should I stick? Should they stick? Should we change? Do this and that? And it's all going to add up in this best of 3. And another reminder as well, and correct me if I'm wrong, Moon, but the winners of
Smarty
these
Max is
20
Vedant.
finals obviously go to the finals and make the prize money.
Shake a team. Vedant is running Shake's team by the way.
Floette for the winner.
Crazy.
Or one if they need it.
absolutely. One thing that a lot of new players actually struggle to get is the Eternal Floette, because it's a little bit difficult to find if you don't have ZA or you don't know what to trade for. But we are going to jump into this match. We've got Verdant with the Raichu team, and we've got Sven with the Delphox team. We've seen both of these teams in action already. I'm really excited to see if they bring this Meowscarada, considering that they've got a Blastoise. This Meowscarada could do a lot of damage here, and as some of you guys know, I am a bit fond of the cat, which I fondly
Arey
call
Spurs, what's
Tom.
up? Welcome to the
Very
stream.
interesting opening here. Raichu can actually threaten this team quite heavily because Raichu can fake out the Incineroar, which then protects Primarina to just go for the Hyper Voice, which is water. Also, this Primarina has Hydro Cannon, which is something I have played around a little bit with. For those who don't know, because it is a bit of a rarer move, it's basically a Hyper Beam for water. So it'll Hydro Cannon, deal 1 million damage, and then have to recharge afterwards. But if you need that big knockout on something like a Delphox, for example, then you can just do it. This Primarina's also got Life Orb, so this is a full damage go.
Them talking about this is very interesting. I'm just
very,
gonna watch
very
this.
Threatening with the help of this Raichu with Fake Out.
Absolutely. I do want to call out Nate in chat, who said no mics in the top 4, which you had to be live on stream with me yesterday to understand that reference. But Mike is Garchomp. There are no chomps up here. For anyone who's wondering what Nate is talking
That
about.
helping hand is
Super interesting.
crazy.
Raichu is
Will he
gonna
go for a
the-
psychic?
he's for the
Ooh.
fake out. And this psychic from Delphox,
Yeah.
you don't want to let Raichu eat that for free.
It's really well played there because basically what's happened. Okay, did go for the
Wait,
voice.
Vedant,
So what happened there
Vedant
was what
didn't
I
take
said
a wrong
was going
call,
to
but
be the play from the Raichu.
helping
was
and
clearly the play, right?
wasn't.
You stop the fake out on the other side.
You should have done
But
on a Del
Sven
Fox. Ah, this is so bad.
knew that was a good play, so went for helping hands on the Incineroar.
But extreme
onto
speed
the
already there, so Del Fox is
Because
gone.
Helping hands is what, +8? It's the fastest move in the game, right? Or is it +9 maybe? I can't remember. It's the fastest move in the game in terms of priority. So
It's
you'll
+4.
always beat
What
fake
what the
out with
what
it.
the hell is
So
+9?
if you do helping hands,
-7
then
is
even if
something what I heard.
The Incineroar gets fake out. Who cares? It's done its job. Boosted
Most probably.
and able to just take out that Raichu. So although
But I think
Incineroar
extreme
Delphox
speed
took
does
a
the
big
game
hit,
here. Extreme
they
speed will
cleanly
KO.
got the Raichu out of the way, and now has to formulate an additional plan to defend because this Delphox is very vulnerable, and I think it's at the point now where even a Sinister heal with Hospitality that we're going to see coming in now is not going to heal it enough to withstand the hit again from this Hyper Voice.
Indeed, Raven, not
Ooh.
enough.
It's
like
a
you like
focus
to say
sash,
it.
so you don't have to
While
worry.
Psychic is still hitting very hard.
Did he read the Sinister switch,
Very
Vedant?
good call there, Sinister.
Vedant, my
Almost
boy.
get taken down and probably will get taken down. Yes, indeed, with this Hyper Voice. And the matchup was not enough to heal Delphox enough that it could take another Hyper Voice. So
Right.
that didn't really go into Sven's favor, but keeping in mind, Sven does still have two.
वेदांत
rounds
इतना
left
कॉन्फिडेंस
after
पे
this
बात
and
कर
goes
रहा
up.
था हारा
This
तो
is gonna be
लंका
huge.
लगा
You know, one's
देगा
Incineroar
इसका
is gonna be quite nice, and they've gone for Sneasler. Okay, I wonder if they went for Sneasler or Gambit, because Gambit is another Pokemon that is like
Okay, intimidate, and there's a double fake out, so Vedant has to go for a double protect in this round, and we have seen that. We have seen that coming.
Sneasler, though, obviously going to line up reasonably well against the Prim, and also the Incineroar reducing that Arcanine damage down a little bit.
But
However,
yeah, we had
Arcanine's
seen the
quite
Raichu.
fast,
Shake
so
was using the
Arcanine
same
will
team,
want
but
to
now
just
Shake is not
blitz,
the one
do
who's
tons of
playing.
damage,
The
and
Raichu
just
is
double check,
down.
I'm pretty sure I know the moves, but on the Arcanine, there is it is focus
Ooh.
sash, not that matters now, and it does have that
Ooh.
head smash and extreme speed and flare blitz. So the standard thing for Arcanine. Farigiraf gonna come out, stop the fake out, and eat that Diaclaw. Gonna be pretty nice because.
Oh my god, that head smash goes in for the Incineroar slot, takes down the Incineroar right away.
The Incineroar goes down, and this is slipping away.
Shake हार गया
Yeah,
इस
the
tournament पे, I
Farigiraf
just
switch
saw.
accomplished a lot of things at once. It brought board pressure onto the Sneasler and also allowed Arcanine, if in the event that it was the fake out target, to be able to knock out that Incineroar under every circumstance. So that was just very, very well played by Verdant there.
Yeah, and for Sven, it's one of those things. It looks like a terrible turn, and arguably it was.
It's Vedant,
but
not
they just
Verdant.
can't
What
do
the hell?
anything else
That is
about
someone
it,
else.
right?
This is someone
There's
else.
just nothing they can do.
Yeah, and Sven is gonna say, you know what, great play, go next. Because as we established, this is not the sudden death round. Sven can come back from this. Will they, won't they? I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think Sven can come back from the loss that they just had?
I can't see their game, boys. Understand? मैं जो ये लोग दिखा रहे हैं वही stream कर सकता हूँ. I can't show something else than this. So I'm kinda held up here. MMP versus MMP finals. Let's
I don't know if this
go.
is affecting you or not. I don't know if it's affecting chat. Apologies for distracting you if it is, but
Are we still live, gang?
Hey, you guys are live. What
do
is
you mean
happening?
Your Twitch is dead.
Huh?
look at my. Oh wait, everything's dying. I tried to send you a screenshot and it's not working. Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Well, you carry on. Yeah, you carry on. I'm gonna assume I'm okay.
Yeah.
Everything's breaking for me, but I'm going into game 2.
Okay. Let's jump into game 2. We can still see and hear you both. Thank you so much, guys. We're gonna jump into game 2. It is already going. Apologies for the tech issues. We've not done anything, guys. We've not done anything.
We've not done anything except be cursed, but I think I'm back. Okay, apologies for distracting. My bad.
भाई कुछ भी हो $25 तो
Alright.
अपना ही है 25 Canadian dollars is अपना.
Yeah, this looks much different than the last game. Again, it seems a little weird bringing out Sinistra.
Top
Actually,
left
a little
रखो,
bit
okay?
weirder because they don't have a double fake out pressure. But I guess at this point, you see the Raichu, you assume he's going to fake out turn 1. You protect the Delphox, you can't fake out the Sinistra, and you get a free potential
All good,
match
guys.
onto the Primarina. And also, very valuably, chip this this Raichu.
Yeah, I think it's nice because one of the problems Raichu has is because it's all just high power single target moves and Raichu's pretty squishy, it really struggles with misdirection. So if the Protect comes down this turn,
Ooh, okay.
and then the Sinistra can Rage Powder next turn, what's Raichu gonna do? It just has to hit pretty poorly into the Sinistra. It still hits reasonably hard, and I promise I was gonna say this, but I weirdly would have liked to see Delphox attack or Nasty Plot this turn because it felt so obvious a play. You know, this play that Sven's done. It's like it's the play you do against a Raichu opening.
Matcha Gacha is it?
I would have liked to have seen a bit of a risk.
It is a Matcha Gacha, but can we see? Oh, Primarina avoids it!
You assume I'm
Primarina avoids it. Are you serious? Prim avoiding that Matcha Gacha was so handy here. That typing
What's
gives that
unfortunate
advantage.
is that Matcha did miss the Primarina, which obviously you can argue won't be the biggest decision factor in this match, but you would like to see some chip get down on Primarina, especially when it's super effective.
Sorry guys, one
even
second.
though
अगर मैं full screen करूँगा ना
Sinistra
Twitch
is
का
a
यही
support
दिक्कत है.
mon, it deals out a surprising amount of damage, especially when it has a super effective boost, like someone Primarina, a Blastoise. You want that Matcha Gacha to hit, so that's a bit of an unfortunate miss there.
Yeah, and one of the questions here is, what's Sven going to do? Because if they retreat the Sinistra and put in Incineroar or Sneasler, who cares, right? Because I don't think Ven does. And then Ven could have also
Who is Ven?
protect on
It's
Raichu
Vedant.
and
Guys,
gone
are you
Ice Punch
serious?
Again on Prim, because there's a world where Sven said, "I'm in trouble. I'm just gonna Rage Powder and then like."
Swan, okay, Swan. They are talking about other player.
But did choose to bring in the Sneasler. But the problem is, and this is something I found when I've tried this Delphox team, is
Guys, let me know. You want the full screen or should I remove the full screen?
no switch is comfortable.
I was
because-
comfortable without the full
Yes,
screen because I was
they
able to
are
read the other guys'
but
chats over there.
Raichu and Prim could just attack and just say, "Well, there goes your fake out. Now what?" Right?
So Vedant is
feels
playing with
pretty
another guy
dangerous that,
who
you know, to
defeated
get an attack
Mr.
off
Rishi,
with
by
this
the way.
Delphox is
So
gonna
if
really
Vedant is winning this,
Definitely.
then it's so good. Like, you know, Vedant actually wins against the
Nasty
Mr.
plot
Rishi as
here.
well. That's a W.
Very
I like it.
interesting, yeah. I wonder if they go for the target on the Delphox, and they do. That's gonna be... Oof. That's gonna be
This
rough.
Ooh, okay. Prim goes
okay.
down to the Diaclaw though, which is
He
quite
should have
nice.
actually, you know what? He should have gone for Sneasler Electroshot because Primarina would have been fast that time. I mean, not Electroshot, I mean Zap Cannon. So Primarina would have been fast. So you could have taken down by Hyper Voice. I think Vedant took a bit wrong call there.
It's just removed at this point now because it's not. Its speed
He's
is
getting
irrelevant,
Meowscarada.
but it's so much slower, obviously, that things like, well, this Meowscarada now knows it doesn't have to care about Delphox because it can just press knock.
But yeah, good call. Like, you know, उसका health उतना कम ही बचा है तो क्या उतना फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. And Meowscarada is a choice scarf, so it will move faster here. So that's an easy situation for now.
Absolutely. It doesn't need to proc for it to change the course of the game. I was going to say the nasty plot there was so risky because it doesn't matter how zoinked you are out of your mind in terms
Let's
of how
go.
hard you can hit. If everyone else can hit you first and has knockout potential on you, I wonder if that Psychic, if just going for that Psychic being fastest on the board last turn would have just knocked out the Raichu and prevented that paralysis and then maybe look for a nasty plot at a later date. But this kind of puts Sven in a position that
Forfeit, and
Sven
there goes
cannot
Vedant
turn
wins the
back
game. He's making it to the finals, boys and girls.
That was,
We have one of our boy making it to the finals. भाई इस बंदी को मैंने टेक्स्ट डाला था कि इंडिया से एक person will be winning this. मेरा नाक
really,
रोशन हो रहा है
really,
बिकॉज
strong
अभी
play
नाम
there.
भी
So,
रोशन हो रहा है बिकॉज इंडिया वर्सेस इंडोनेशिया में हमने
obviously,
जीत
I
लिया.
think Sven
अभी
has
वेदांत
played
जा रहा है,
well
उस तरफ
for
से एक और
Zuwi
इंडियन
a
आ रहा है,
few times
तो
throughout
दोनों
the
फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड इज गोइंग फॉर
but
एन इंडियन.
yeah, shout out to Ven.
I am happy,
Really
boys.
good play there, controlling the
I
go
am
first,
happy,
not letting
boys
it
and
be
girls.
comfortable. And is going to be our first, at least confirmed, finalist because I believe the other team is still playing.
भाई नाम गलती से नाक हो गई. My bad. गलती से नाक हो गई.
More of a delayed start. Took a little more time to get some dancing out of their system before jumping into the match, but we are going to join them now just to keep you guys up to speed. It looks like we have Zui, who is 6-0 in the tournament, and we have Just As Someone who's actually 5-1, but Just As Someone took home the first match against Zui, so this could really come down to the wire here, and it looks like Just As Someone is actually doing quite well in this second match.
Yeah, we are sliding into game 2, and it is just going to be the Sneasler and a Dream for Zui. Well, that's going to be pretty difficult to deal with. And also, there's still a fourth Pokemon in the back that's not been shown for Just, which is rough because I'm going to guess that Staraptors just ran away with the start of this game. Just based on what I can see. Obviously, it's a bit damaged now on 25%, and Serena tickled a little bit down to 76, but the Staraptor just still being there. Gengar on 10%, Sneasler on 1, and there's still the Sneasler in the back for Just. And if that last Pokemon is a Tyranitar, for example, this game's probably over just down to sand.
Yeah. This is
पिनाकियो.
unfortunate
भाई झूठ
for
बोलूंगा तो नाक बड़ी हो
Zui
जाएगी.
here. What do you
Okay.
think of this matchup, Raven? Do you think this is a case of just an unfortunate matchup for Zui? Because Zui has gone 6-0 in this tournament. To then go 0-2 is a little strange.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, although when you have two fake out users line up against a Serena, it's never going to be comfortable, especially when you bear in mind that the Staraptor starts off with Intimidate, right? So they're going to intimidate the Pokemon you normally want to start with, the physical attackers and fake out users.
Ooh.
Then you can pile on the pressure.
Yuzui having a bad situation now. Vedant and Just As Someone will go or take a lead, I guess.
Rough overall, and it is going to be the Tyranitar. So it wouldn't shock me if this is like just a protect and say, yeah, take some sand damage, my friend.
Yeah.
However, I don't think anything that Gengar has can really contest the Tyranitar. It's got Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball, and I don't think either of those are really getting the job done.
Yeah, this is looking like a very
knockoff,
difficult
yeah.
uphill battle, and that will just be game.
Oh, Enryu, this is Moonball tournament. Moon Refuge is a creator who is hosting this tournament.
Enough to take it out.
And it is Choice Scarf Tyranitar, so actually even less to fear from Gengar, right? Because it's faster, which is something I did just have to double check there. Because I was like, what, is it going to knock off first? But yeah, with Choice Scarf, it is what it is. You're just going to get outsped. And I believe that is, as you said, a double
Nahi
kill
bhai,
of having
there is
Choice.
also, I think it's...
That is wild, guys. We flew through those semifinals very, very speedy. Some people asserting their dominance before hitting the finals, which means we've got...
One second.
We might have a reporting issue. Hold on.
Oh no, that's 1-0.
Is that 1-0?
Yeah, it looks like that's 1-0 to Just. Okay, I was confused. I thought they were already 1-0 up.
Me too. I thought that was already reported.
I can't open this shit. I'm so used to going for Limitless and clicking on this.
Okay, let's get back into the room then. Because apparently that was their first match, not their second one, guys. So hold on. It was just reported ahead of time. Alright. I'm going to jump back into the room if that room is still open.
वेदांत से डील कर लिया है, $5 मिल जाएगा मेरे को.
We are dealing with a really quick reporting issue, something a little funky on a team sheet. And guys, let this be a lesson. This is happening in the semifinals, okay? You do not want to get to semifinals of a tournament and then realize, maybe as you're about to win, that there was something wrong with your team sheet. So, if this is a lesson to anyone, I understand it's totally fine because these are two people who know each other, so they're being a little lenient here. But definitely, if you ever play in a tournament, don't double check your team sheet, triple check it. All right?
Yeah, and also it's just one of those things where, like, what I would recommend as well is if you're playing in a tournament and you care about not being disqualified or losing rounds due to team sheet issues, and if you have similar teams, just delete the other teams. Just have your tournament team made. And then you can't choose the wrong team, you can't do any weird shenanigans, just make the team.
Let the worlds finish, Andrew.
Only have that team
Let
made,
the worlds finish.
or at least only have that team made that has those Pokemon in it, because it's like, oh, well, this Pokemon has this ability instead of this one on the team sheet, and it's just like, you shouldn't have another team made with those Pokemon on to be confused with in the first place. I would highly recommend.
I still remember a few Foosley messing her team on the live stream. It was too funny.
People like me headaches when I'm trying to deal with issues, and also it saves you losing rounds, right, and potentially even wasting your own time, because it'll be even worse if you want to play in these bigger tournaments, or you go.
Okay, Seta. Like, how was the deal? Like, what was the deal?
Submitted wrong, because that's just gonna bite you. So yeah, make sure your team sheets are triple checked. Make sure the team you select is correct, and there's no weird, funky confusion going on. It just saves time and it saves a mess.
Absolutely. And next time, I will put out a casting call in the community to hopefully find a couple people who will be able to help us with reporting stuff so that everything does not fall onto Raven, who is taking it like a champ. But thank you, Raven. And if you do know how to, what's it called? It's not a ref. I'm thinking about sports. If you know how to be a judge in Limitless, can you like DM me on Discord or something, and I'll get you in to help with the next Moonball Cup, because this whole thing is literally just myself and Raven doing everything. So definitely send me a DM. And yes,
guys, अपन approach करे. मतलब I've already talked with her,
today.
so it's not a
big shout out to
new
Raven,
thing.
who is taking care of a lot of this stuff. Thank you, Raven.
No problem. We're just waiting for one of the players just has to quickly change something because one of their Pokemon was wrong based on their team sheet, so they are just getting that fixed. So apologies for the delay, everyone. Blame the player. There you go. Simple as that.
Usually you say blame the game, not the player, but Raven is specifically telling you.
ये क्या था? कर लो आपकी मर्जी. ये क्या था?
It's not the game's fault, is it? There we go. So it looks like they've just joined back in the lobby. We'll be ready for the next game in just a second. Just a reminder, it is 1-0 to just to someone. And Karai / Uzi, I'm just saying names wrong now. Zui is going to be going into game number 2, and of course, this is semi-final number 2. We've got the final coming up right after this. Very excited to see who's going to be the champion, as well as winning the Eternal Flower. But because Moon is fantastic, both players in the finals are going to get some prize money that I believe is mainly been funded by your community, right? Being very generous.
Yeah, everyone knows I have the best community. You guys, I don't want to I'm going to take the time to be sappy a little bit later. But you guys are the reason why we're able to do this, why I was able to do a little zhuzh up the tournament a little bit. So thank you guys. And it looks like we are ready to jump into the match. To be clear, we did say it was 2-0, but that was only the first match of this pairing. So now we are jumping into the second match between our second semifinalists here.
Yep, and as we can see, we did see a little bit earlier that I believe it was on Kurai's side here. It was the Ninetales, Dragonite, Gengar, and Sneasler was the choice. And then on Just As Someone, it was the Tyranitar, Serena, Sneasler, and the Staraptor that was Megad. Very important now, and this is one of the cool things about Best of 3, of course, is that the players can adapt. If,
अरे
for
हाँ,
example,
कौन था
on
उसका
the
बड़ा
left, we see
enemy?
they
कौन
did lose
था?
game one, maybe it's
Who
did they
was his
just
bigger enemy?
misplay? Did they do something wrong? Are they happy with their initial choices? Are they going to lock it in again? Or do they need to mix it up if they lost? And the same can be said for just someone who's currently leading 1-0. Because they're winning, do they just stick to it? Or do they also mix it up? I do remember not too long ago, I think it was in the first Pokemon Champions Major, in the semis or finals, Wolfie opened, won game one, and then completely altered the for game two, even though they won quite convincingly. So very interesting, these sort of different approaches to best of three.
All the players going for Navia, guys.
We are going to see the sneeze.
We are happy that both of them are our own teammates, so we don't have to worry about that.
And Karai going for the Swampert into a Ninetales this time.
Yeah, this is so interesting because, as you said, the sand heavily contributed to them winning the first match. And if I'm not mistaken, that first match was quite heavily one-sided. So, to be honest, if I was just a someone, I would not consider changing my strategy at all. I would consider changing it if it was very close, maybe. But the fact that it was won by a bit of a landslide makes me question their decision to just completely switch up their strategy here.
And yeah, just to answer the question in the chat, this is a regular Swampert. It's pretty chunky, it has leftovers, and it has Yawn, Flip Turn, the ground move that I always forget the name, but I can triple check.
Stomping Tantrum.
High horsepower. And
High horsepower, not Stomping
so
Tantrum.
it's a
Okay,
pretty
cool.
chunky one. The overall, or one of the plans that you can execute with this build, is you can use Mega Gengar, who is not Perish Song, to trap Pokemon in and then yawn them to sleep. And then
This is the team
they
what
can't
Edward, not Edward Okuno.
which can
Michael
be
Cliff,
a
Michael
case
Clash,
of Gengar to soak the
Michael
fake
Clash
out, or
ran
is
this
the
team
Raptor
in the
gonna
VR
just
and he
sit
won
over the
using
rest
this
of the
team.
game with that Tailwind?
This is interesting, Raven. Do you see anyone? I guess the very specific question is there Dragonite carrying Tailwind to counter this Tailwind?
No, it is not. The Dragonite is Dragon Claw, Superpower, Extreme Speed, and Protect with Light.
Wait, wasn't that
So
supposed to
very
be a life
aggressive
orb?
Dragonite, obviously physical with those moves as well, and it also has Inner Focus, so it can't be Fake Out and
Intimidated.
intimidated. So it is just a go regular
That's
Dragonite to
so
just deal max
interesting.
damage. Yeah.
It's so interesting to go Inner Focus on the Dragonite. But more specifically, now just as someone does have complete speed control in this match.
It's easy.
I
I mean,
guess
it's the
there are
situations
two
can be
options
dire because
for
there is
just
a
someone
yawn coming in,
speed
and
control, right?
I
The
don't think
sand
any
route,
close
which
combat
just
or a brave
naturally
bird will do
boosts
anything on the both the
Excadrill,
mons
and
right there.
Excadrill suddenly just wants to knock
There
out
is
everyone
a
on the
switch
field.
coming in,
For
and
this match,
T-Tar
they've
comes in,
gone-
which takes
for
the
this
weather
game-
control.
For this game,
We haven't
they've
seen
gone
an
the
Aurora
route
Veil, if I'm not
of
wrong, right? There was a
hitting
direct
Tailwind,
switch.
and they still have brought T-Tar, which is what I was wondering would happen, and it looks like they've not completely switched up their strategy.
Yeah, I think Tyranitar's just too good into this team, right? Because we've seen this is Scarf Tyranitar. So Tyranitar is just going to laugh at Gengar now because it has knockoff. And we saw the
Ooh,
problem
throat
there,
chop.
where it's unfortunate that the Yawn was used, but because Gengar didn't start and it got swapped in, the swapping was good to soak the fake out, but it wasn't megaed, which just let someone, that's also just a someone change your name. I'm sorry. But anyway, so just as someone managed to retreat the Staraptor and dodge the Yawn, which is what the Gengar's kind of for in the first place. So a bit of a tricky situation. We do see the double protect, as it is important to note as well that this Sneasler from Just as Someone is that life orb, throat chop, fake out, poison jab, close combat. So it's battle Sneasler.
Just here for Navia, let's go.
I'm
You
sorry. I'm
भाई
sorry,
मेरे को
last
इतना
one in the
आदत हो
chat
गई है
said
whenever
Gengar
the
keeps
screen goes
always
black
cracking me up.
I start searching for the controller to turn it on.
I've never looked at it before. And he has giant arms, like so menacing. And you look at his feet and they're just little paws. And I never noticed that before. So thank you, Asha. That kind of made my day. But yeah, I'm actually really surprised that I guess they switched out from the Gengar to avoid the close
What did
combat
Ninetales add? No,
coming
Ninetales
onto
had choice
the
scarf. Ah,
Ninetales,
that
which
gets
worked
That's really
very
annoying.
much in Karai's favor here. Getting the knockout onto Sneasler, I think, is huge for them. But
Not
keep in
high
mind, they
horsepower
still
on the
have
Sneasler.
Tailwind up, and so whatever they throw out, they are going to be able to hit first here.
Yeah, I think this is the last turn of Tailwind, right? I think it's either ending or about to end. They do bring out Staraptor again, though. So good. Yes, Tailwind one last turn this turn. So yeah, this is going to be tricky.
It's double into
It
Ninetales
wouldn't
if I'm not
overly
wrong.
surprise me to see the Tyranitar
It's a double protect coming in.
potentially defended here and pulled back. Because if Tyranitar's alive, Gengar's just not a threat, right? That's how I would view it anyway. And it's like, use everything else to deal with the other stuff, and then Tyranitar can be saved for the likes of Gengar. So it wouldn't surprise me to see a retreat. Staraptor could also protect and set up Tailwind again next turn, again, just to keep that one step ahead of Gengar, potentially, and some of the other Pokemon too.
Yeah, Raven, can you explain? Definitely not for me, it's definitely for the viewers, right? But could you possibly find it in your heart to explain why Tyranitar counters Gengar?
Yeah, so Tyranitar is just a giant pain for Gengar, mainly because Tyranitar is just an aggressive nightmare in general, but this one is...
But
Tree
it still
Scar,
lived, but there is a
'cause
knockoff
Tyranitar
coming
attacks
in.
generally, but it's
No,
Choice
knockoff
Scarf
didn't.
Jolly,
What?
so it's even
Close
faster,
combat
and
did
most
give an
importantly,
advantage for
it
the
has
Staraptor right there, but can we see a freeze? If it...
significant amount of damage
There's
to
no freeze.
Gengar.
There's no freeze.
When
Shit.
you're committing your
Guys,
movement,
this
it just gets
this
killed
whole
by
part
only the
called
sand being defensive
RNG is not
against
working
the
out
Tyranitar,
to our
potentially
guys.
Excadrill as
I know
well,
why.
but
I
also
might
just
be
knockoff
sounding I'm
power
favoring
pressure,
towards
whereas
Yuzui, but
Gengar
also
isn't
I'm like, you know,
really
I'm
putting out
just
that much
because
damage in
all
response,
three who are there
so
in the semis and the
Tyranitar just
finals,
kinda
like
stands in front of
they
Gengar
are
and
just
says,
our kids.
"Yeah, let's
I'm
go,"
just like a
right?
proud
Just
dad
doesn't
right
really
now.
mind that much.
Just proud
So
dad
I
watching
think
their
Jonas is
kids
definitely on
winning the
track to just
tournaments.
protect it,
You know,
keep it as a threat.
you know what I mean by that.
Tyranitar, funnily enough, covers so many bases with the different type of movesets that it can have. And I'm afraid of Tyranitar for the same reason, because of knockoff.
But
which is something that
Navia will
probably
have a
not even
huge
think
problem
about, but a
against Vedant,
knockoff
guys.
onto a
Navia
ghost
will
type,
have
will just
huge
delete
problem
it when
against
you have a
Vedant.
lot of
She
power
has to be
behind it, and
prepared
that's
for this
why
if she's winning this.
T-Star is very scary to this Gengar, and why I believe.
And where is our boy Ayush?
someone
I
brings
haven't seen
T-Star
Ayush in this
against
game.
matchup
Ayush
every
didn't
single day of the
participate
week,
or what?
because it basically just makes him not able to play the game. We do see the knockoff going onto the Swampert, not quite enough to knock it out, but it does.
Another tailwind coming in, okay.
Not super important at this stage,
High
but
horsepower
very
going on the...
important. Another
No, it's a
tailwind
flip
goes
turn.
onto
What?
someone.
A little bit dangerous. Okay, it's gonna live. I was gonna say a bit dangerous going for that, because it does mean that the flip turn is gonna do significant damage to Tyranitar. One of the reasons why I was sort of talking about is it worth the
Intimidate
retreat?
can
Sand
still
is
come in
up,
from
right,
the
which
Incineroar.
helps
No,
with
it's
hit damage
Sneasler.
as well
Okay.
as protecting
Interesting.
Tyranitar, but also you just don't wanna
Fake
get
out
hit
going on the
Gengar
T-Tar
all
and then
out.
just going for a
Yeah,
Shadow Ball, I
Tyranitar's
guess, on the
super strong.
Staraptor.
Luckily, it's kept in check by the fact that like an ant could hit it with a close combat and it would fall over and die.
Right.
So there's one thing that keeps Tyranitar in check, is it's like quad fighting weakness. But still, this Sneasler gonna be putting out another threat.
Well, speaking of an ant with a fighting move, we've got our favorite Sneaseltron out here, who does have the close combat threat.
Gengar survives that. Are you serious? Close combat going in.
Because again, knockoff doesn't do extra damage for an item because it's the Mega Stone, which doesn't proc knockoff. It's just knockoff plus Tyranitar's attack makes it that strong. However,
Ribombi survives, guys. Ribombi survives.
missing here because the Swampert and now the Gengar are in tickle range of being knocked
Ooh.
out, and it's just the
The
last
tailwind is
turn
up. Both of them are faster here.
However,
Sneasler.
Tailwind is up, so the Serena Staraptor still piling on tons of pressure. The Sneasler, I will just triple check, but yeah, it is Focus Sash Unburden Sneasler. So Sneasler won't go down to just the one damage, the one attack from Staraptor.
Is it having Brave Bird or
Still,
Dual Wing Beat?
looking
That's the
pretty
question.
good for just as someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just as someone's still in a great position, even though half of their team is kind of on life support, just because they do have the ever-present speed control with Staraptor still alive.
Ooh,
So
stalling the
obviously they're
tailwind
gonna
over
try
there.
to
Stalling the
maybe
tailwind over
mitigate
there.
some of those turns
And seeing
here,
what is
but
gonna
at
be
the
the
end of
move.
day, this looks
Brave
like
Bird going on the Gengar
quite
slot.
an
Okay.
easy and
Triple Axel
simple
going. Oh,
pickup
breaking
for
that
just
Focus
as
Dash.
someone, considering the speed control.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky as well because Kurai has or Azuri
It's a wide lens. Is it a wide lens?
does have the Ninetales in the back. It's just finding the room to
Wait,
actually
is it
knock
Sir
out the
Aaron?
Raptor, I think is the problem.
Is it
Because they just-
No, it's just
they
someone.
might
Ah,
struggle
shit.
to
This is
actually
Aaron's
get
team
in
with a
on
white
the
lens, if I'm
Raptor,
not
because
wrong.
As you said, there's one turn of Tailwind now. They can't protect through. Well, they could try, I guess. And then even if they live or they swap or whatever to soak damage, next turn the Staraptor could Tailwind. It does get knocked out, but by that time, does Serena just clean up? It's gonna be. It's a weirdly tricky.
Gengar
one.
getting
It's the
switched out to
Gengar getting treated.
Swampert.
Yeah.
No, it's
I think
Ninetales coming
switching
in,
out of
okay.
Gengar here into Ninetales is just so smart because you're basically making sure that Ninetales doesn't eat a close combat, which is something that you don't want the Ninetales to eat, right? And so having both of those on the same team is
There
really
goes
smart.
that, okay.
Karai does sacrifice the Swampert here, which out of their whole team, I think would be the one Mon that might have the least effective.
Okay,
time here.
that doesn't
The
do anything
Ninetales
here.
Live this, it just doesn't. The 3 triple axles hit.
Okay,
That means
stalling the
Ninetales
tailwind
goes
though.
down. And the Gengar is gonna have to work really hard here. Tailwind does go down, but I would expect it to go up
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
This was pretty smart though, because they basically decided that if the Sneasler Gengar was better out of Tailwind than Swampert Ninetales was going to be. So which is reasonable, right? Like that's not anything that's too crazy at all. It's just, is it going to be good enough? I am just triple checking here.
I feel like this could kind of go either way. Now we're in some kind of weird mind game where Sneasler has fake out pressure and
It doesn't.
Staraptor. Sneasler doesn't have fake out?
No, Serena stops fake out, right? So Queenly Majesty stops prowl moves.
I would have done
It's
the
basically
Raven thing.
Farigiraf. Yeah, so this is tricky because there isn't a fake out, but Gengar should be faster than Staraptor. So Gengar can stop the Staraptor, but Staraptor could protect, and Serena can just tickle Gengar, and it's knocked out. But then if Gengar protects, and the Staraptor does Tailwind, or maybe attacks the Sneasler, and they double into Sneasler to take Focus Sash.
There's
that's
no
gonna be
protect
pretty
coming in, but
yeah,
Staraptor
Gengar-
does survive because I knew it. The close combat does give it a lot of
This
good
is
chunk of
interesting. I wonder if that will
damage there, and a
matter.
Brave Bird goes on, the Focus Dash gets activated, and that will make the Sneasler fastest here.
Staraptor's gonna knock itself out.
And he's gonna go for
It should knock itself
Serena's
out,
slot, if I'm not wrong.
And Sneasler lives because of the Focus Sash.
Yep.
so-
And there it goes, the Unburden
This
getting
has become
activated. That's gonna be
tricky.
faster
It
than the
went
Serena
from-
right there. Direct Claw going in, and that should.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
poison. Okay, what does Serena do though?
So this should just be game.
Okay,
Because
I mean,
Gengar's
we are
just
going for the
faster.
2-1 each, guys.
And
It's
that's
gonna be
crazy because
fun watch
it
to
really seemed be
watch
going
here.
in just to someone's favor heavily, but that seemingly very weird switch into sacrificing 2 of your Mons has
Yeah.
gone so well. Just
And-
understanding the speeds on the board.
Yeah, and such a big deal as well because the switches
Yo, what's up, boy?
were a large part of that was protecting the focus sash on Sneasler. Because with the fast Gengar and the Sneasler out, effectively there had to be 3 attacks because there was no spread moves available. So there would effectively needed to be 3 attacks, which obviously can't happen, right? So Karai knew that something's attacking, right? There's an attack getting off, no problem. So yeah, with the Brave Bird going down, it is going to be tricky. I think I would have liked, and maybe that's too adventurous. Maybe it wouldn't have worked.
Serena is not scarfed. If it was scarfed, it should have moved earlier. It did. It moved after the Gengar right there.
Don't knock out the Sneasler, fine. But if you knock out the Sneasler and Gengar attacks you, you're in this situation, right? Where you can't do anything because Gengar's simply faster.
That's very
Whereas if you
interesting
knock
that
out the
Choice
Gengar
Scarf,
with Brave Bird,
Meowscarada,
then
overspeeds,
don't
even a
take much,
timid-natured Gengar with the 2x
recoil damage because you
Shell
don't
Smash
do
is kind of
anything,
interesting.
Right? So I would have just liked to have rewound the game, done it that way, and just see what position.
Navi has to make a
Right, or
comeback
do
if
that
not.
at all. It's just one of those interesting ones. So yeah, the Gengar is going to take the victory, and we are going to even up the match at 1-1. Pretty dicey one going on there.
Yeah, I feel like what I thought at the very beginning of this match of going a different route with the strategy after the first match so blatantly won you the game. Is a
The
huge
tournaments
risk
have
because
been
either
draining
your
me too
opponent
much,
is
guys. It has
playing into that and
drained
knows you're gonna do the
every
same thing, so
source
they're
of
gonna bring
things
something
from me, and
specific to counter it.
I just
But
thinking
I
I'm
almost
just
think
gonna
that
sit in
onus
a
is on
hot
them to do it.
bathtub
Looks like
tomorrow.
we
I'm gonna
are
just
looking at a
chill.
very
I'm gonna
interesting
take my own day,
semifinal.
and
This one is not
maybe
a 2-0,
evening
and
I'll
it's
start
quite
pushing my
close as well.
Pokemon
So,
rank in the
what do you think
ladder,
about
I guess.
this game 3? What would you be
Let's
thinking
see
about
how
at this
how
point, Raven?
how much can I
Yeah,
push
I think
before the
it's
season
gonna
ends.
be
And I'll be running
very
weird teams.
similar
I'll
when
be
it comes
running
to
the
either
internet
players
teams. I will
and
not create a
overall
team.
brings
I will
that
not
they're
go
on
for a
to,
meta mons.
from what
I'll
we've seen
just
from
go
both
for
teams
whatever the
now.
mons I
I
feel.
do just think that
Teams I
just
see on
someone needs
Twitter,
to do
which
a
is
little bit of
interesting.
a better job
Just pull it
picking
off.
Tyranitar
Every day I will
because
switch a
those
team so that
sounds
I don't
just
maintain
so
the
much.
same
Like,
team every day.
look at the health of
So
Gengar
we'll
on
see
top. Look at the health of
how good of an art like I'll
one
understand
Sand
the
Rock, and maybe
teams.
that's what
I'll
the game
play
needs
my
to be,
game, and
right? If Sand was been able to reset, and I think it's kind of interesting because although you can always pick different things, I don't think Kurai here can not take Ninetales because they need to be able to turn Sand off, right? Because Tyranitar's such a threat. So I think those two are locked in. Staraptor's almost certainly locked in, and I don't think my low tick does enough relevant to be brought. So it is interesting. The only thing I could think of is if Excadrill makes an appearance, but I do just think that the sort of routes both players went for, although slightly different in the game, each game, were pretty reasonable based on the matchups here.
I agree. It just depends on how it's about to get played. We are jumping into game
the yawns are
3
not stopping.
from our last semifinal match. And we're gonna see what these players do the same or do differently. It looks like, as you said, they are gonna go with the Ninetales, which I agree is quite instrumental in this matchup, just for the weather control. But it also has some quite good type advantages here. They must be so stressed. There's definitely.
Is it okay to
a
root
lot
for someone in
happening
such a
here.
small tournament?
Players are most definitely thinking about a lot of things at once, like being live on stream in front of all of you guys, trying to bring out the win.
Looking forward to the mind games here, though, because last game, the fake out went onto the Ninetales. The Ninetales was retreated into Gengar, so the fake out whiffed. I think that was game 2. And that's the sort of fun of best of 3, is these evolutions. You're playing like a longer, drawn-out game. This time, the Sneasler locks in the fake out again, but maybe Kurai thought, oh, they think I'm going to switch, so I won't switch, and has paid the price. The Ninetales taking a decent chunk of damage, but also the Tailwind going up pretty easily. High horsepower going on to the Sneasler, bringing it pretty low, but not knocking it out. So both players getting decent.
Let's go.
But now with the Tailwind, the whole game's up for grabs here for just a someone.
Yeah, if I was Kurai, I would have thought about trying to get speed control, because that's what made the win a little bit dicey, that they had to play some crazy things to work around in this last match.
Wait, what did happen? Fake out was not there on the Kurai side?
This Staraptor, and so if I was Kurai, I'd be thinking about ways to knock that out of play. Just as someone Sneasler sashed, Raven, do you know?
It is not, it's Life Orb.
Life Orb, okay.
Can someone say that Supernova just made sure is all people are playing in this tournament, something like that, please? I can't put it out there, but anyway, I'm just saying.
That is something that I think was going to try and be very vital here for Kurai. The classic Gengar Curse Body. I used to play a lot of Gengar non-Mega, and Curse Body used to proc left, right, and center, and I loved it. But I do think swapping Gengar in is huge, because Staraptor and Sneasler, well known for their close combats.
Ooh, that's correct.
A big chunk of this gameplay from Kurai's side is to try and keep the Staraptor contained and don't let it get close combat off enough. Because if it does, then its defenses are going to be really high, and that's going to be really tricky to deal with. So we see Swampert drop the Yawn, and now it's going to be questions to see if the Staraptor is going to retreat or not, because this Gengar isn't Mega'd yet.
Yeah, it's not Mega'd. This is the turn, I believe, that Tailwind goes down. Am I right? There was one turn left.
Yeah, I think this is next turn. So there's one more turn of Tailwind to play.
Very soon we will do a
Right, so
movie
I'd
watch
be
stream.
thinking
Very
about, if I was
soon,
just
guys.
someone, I would be thinking about what Karai's choices are going to be in terms of switches after what we saw last game, because Karai clearly knows their way around speeds, and knows when to get the switches in to work around this tailwind, which to me is the scariest thing if I'm Karai, but Karai clearly knows how to work around it.
Yeah, and even to an extent, the yawn helps with Tailwind, because if you yawn, like we saw it on the Staraptor now, the Staraptor can attack this turn, that's fine. But if it does, then it's going to sleep and skip a turn, right? So then it's going to cause a problem. So forcing your opponent to switch out also burns some Tailwind. Oh, there's 2 turns, apologies. There's Tailwind for days. So this is going to be problematic. Tyranitar comes out now, and I imagine we're going to see some kind of attack onto the Swampert and Gengar left alone, because it's very likely Gengar's either going to swap or it's going to protect. Maybe the Ninetales comes in for the Gengar because, again, as I said, the Tyranitar is just such a threat, and I think might even one-shot the Gengar at that point on 76%. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, just as someone kind
Oh,
of.
this is so interesting. I'm on a peak actually. Like,
Like,
what is it gonna be? What is gonna Navia gonna do?
Oh, Milotic
Oh,
does come out.
okay.
That's a very interesting choice. Might actually work quite in just as someone's favor in this particular stage of the game.
Because you can't
It
see
is
an
leftovers
Incineroar coming in
Milotic,
because there is a.
Scald, Ice Beam, Recover, and Protect. So very not defensive. Obviously, no Coil, no Muddy Water, no Hypnosis, but does have that Recover to maybe win some of these like slightly more drawn out games.
Yeah, we see the knockoff, the big threat here to the Gengar going into the Protect. So just so someone knows that that's the big threat, goes for it, doesn't try to play around the Protect, and it does hit the Protect. Swampert also getting healed a little bit there, but noticeably, this sand is up this time, Raven, which you very astutely pointed out last time in the last game. May have been quite a deciding factor in deciding the winner here. So this time, just as someone getting the sand up, which maybe we might see Karai throwing in Ninetales to offset it.
Yeah, honestly, if I was just someone here, I would genuinely consider retreating the Tyranitar and potentially scalding the Swampert slot or something like that, because it's so likely that Ninetales is being swapped in for this Gengar, or their 4th is, but if their 4th is probably Sneasler, so you could break the Focus Sash on Karai's Sneasler as well, so maybe target the Gengar slot with Milotic, retreat the Tyranitar, get Staraptor back in, and go from there. That's what I would look at anyway, because this Gengar is not standing in front of a Tyranitar, and then you get to control the weather once again. Did just go for the
Knockoff was the thing. Now I think Unburden doesn't get activated because the Focus Sash is broken.
And I don't know if
मतलब Focus Sash ही नहीं है. मैं सब जो भी stream देख रहे हैं ना इनको बना रहा हूँ ये सब heart. That burn is really bad. That burn was really bad. वो वहाँ पे काम आता.
Yeah, Tyranitar takes a hit, but if I was in just someone's spot, see, this is the mind games, right? When you see the team sheet, when you know the moves, you know that you have the advantage into the Gengar. If the Gengar knows that you know that he's gonna switch out, maybe he doesn't. And so I think going for that knockoff was still big because it hit something out. Yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say, I'm also being dumb, because obviously he can't retreat the Tyranitar, so it's about where he's got to aim the attacks, because Gengar's in, right? It's Shadow Tag. So it's me being stupid. I'm going to use the excuse that I'm dumb. And
Oh, you want to come on the Wishi once?
That's what I'm going for. But yeah, it was just more about where you putting the attacks in. Maybe it was better to target the Swampert. So yeah, just forget what I said about the retreated. It's me being very, very silly, and it's effectively like I do every day, which is trying to fake out a Farigiraf. That's my one time, and I've taken it. Yeah, once a day. That's my once a day. I'm taking it, so it's gone now.
I will allow it, and you will still be hired for the next Moonball Cup. Don't you worry.
But my pay will be reduced.
Definitely not. T-Tar is eating a close combat, and I'm wondering how this has been allowed to happen, because that completely changes everything.
Yeah, the Tyranitar could have retreated there,
Yeah.
right? And again, it's very similar to the previous game, where I think this matchup very much feels like protect the Tyranitar, and that's
Learning it.
happened last
I'm
game,
learning
but
black
this
magic to
game, I
make
think, is
Wolfie win the
a
worlds.
little bit tricky. The Sneasel living on one is hilarious as well.
I
Yeah.
think what are the
So,
bets that
depending on who you're rooting
Wolfie
for
might
in the
grab this one?
semifinal. Do you say semifinal or semifinal?
Semi-final. Semi-final. Yeah.
Okay,
I really have to think
semifinal.
then.
Yeah, the Sneezer living, it would be crazy if that procced something like a sleep or a poison or a paralysis, but it didn't. Blizzard going to hit quite hard.
I am in the VC by the way.
And Staraptor basically just
on
gonna
our
live its
adda.
life,
You can
cook
join
one
anytime.
Tailwind, and then probably gonna be out of the game.
Yeah, really interesting as well because this Milotic has recover.
Hello.
Potential sustain, but it doesn't have icy.
I think
wind,
you're audible.
So there was no option to just
I
icy
hope.
wind there, or try and slow stuff down that way, which is fine because there's tailwind. But sometimes you actually want spread moves.
I don't
Spread
get the
moves
logic of
just
this
in a little bit
Discord,
help
man.
out,
Shit.
and that's not available for this Milotic. But it does look like the Sneasler is going to be cleaned up here with the help of that burn, of course, and now Gengar's coming out to play. But suddenly, there's nothing that good against the Gengar, right? Because the Tyranitar's gone. If Staraptor Brave Birds anything, it's going to knock itself out. So Karai doesn't have to really worry about it.
There you go.
And then
I think now people can hear it.
Comes the threat here.
Hello.
I believe. Let me just triple check before I say more silly things, like I'm making a habit of doing today.
Yeah, by the way, I
believe
said
that
something, na, ki, this is
yeah,
the thing, and then I have something important as well.
on the
What's up?
Ninetales.
What happened?
Afterwards,
Yeah, I was
I
gonna.
Yeah,
did
yeah, yeah.
got it.
Nice.
I
This
did
is
got in.
literally what I was gonna suggest.
Hey, let's go. Congratulations. Let's go.
Right. So bring it out.
Happy for you, man.
Swap it into
Welcome is
whatever
here,
is
okay?
helps in this
Navi
case.
is in a good...
Then you have
Dude,
to
end of the
swap
day,
it
Indians
into
are both are in the
Sneasler.
finals, man. No matter whoever wins in this. I'm just
Should,
happy
I
for that.
think, deal with the,
Vedant is in the finals. Now,
Yeah, I
Navia
can't
and
think of
Yuzu
anything
are
else
playing
that will
against each
very
other.
heavily deal with this
Navia is
Milotic
having a
other
good
than-
spot here. And this goes
Wow,
another
going 2
burn.
for 2 on the burn from the Scald is kind of crazy, giving just as someone everything it possibly can.
Wait, Ninetales does carry freeze dry if I'm not wrong.
Freeze dry on the Ninetales
Oh, wait.
is going
Let
to be
me-
the
can you
one
screen
thing
share?
on this team
Oh,
that
wait.
really horribly threatens this Milotic.
I don't have to watch in delay.
Yeah, this is going to be really tricky. Here comes the Ninetales. And this game gets very simple very quickly. Can the Milotic tank? Is the Milotic faster? Because Tailwind is up.
I'm not
but
getting any
Ninetales
audio.
has
Have you
Scar.
muted the-
You can't get the audio. That's an issue for you. I think you need to
Ninetales
either
is
open
faster.
her
There you go.
stream
Look
and
how
keep.
much
It's
damage
better.
is co-
Only
that-
50.
wow.
Okay, why?
It's a tanky
But-
little thing, that
I'm
Milotic
watching
is
her
able
stream, no?
That is
Yeah,
so
yeah, so
interesting.
you
He's
can't-
gonna go
oh,
for the
you are
Scald
OBS,
onto
okay.
Ninetales.
Yeah.
You can.
Maybe
I
that's
mean,
right.
you
I
can
don't
just
think
screen
the
share her
Milotic
stream.
cares
You
if
don't
you
have to
burn
screen share your
Yeah,
OBS.
that's
Swampert, right?
better.
It's just, does Milotic beat Ninetales before Ninetales beats Milotic? I think that's the key thing.
There you go. I think you can see
The thing
this.
is the yawn. I would have feared the
It
yawn.
did not
If
change.
I was
You
looking
have
at
to
the
change your
Swampert,
screen.
I would have said,
Sorry, my
what's
bad.
the one thing that could ruin this whole
Okay.
thing?
Yeah, now I
And
can.
It is the yawn coming out and making my last available mon not being able to click any buttons, right? And the thing is that that Scald would have knocked it out of play, and then it was a question of can Milotic just
Milotic survives?
freeze dries. And there's also
Yeah,
the
and the
potential
answer-
that
Wait, what just
Ninetales
happened in the previous
could
turn?
have
I didn't get it. What did I miss out, Chad?
Yeah, and Ninetales couldn't have protected its Scarf.
What?
It has Blizzard
Right,
Freeze
right,
Dry. So now it's locked into Freeze Dry. The problem is
Recover coming in.
they had to go for Ninetales and hope for a burn potentially, or just hope they knocked it out and crit or something. But the Swampert can sleep Milotic, but I don't think the burn Swampert can do any actual damage to Milotic
Yeah.
to make it warranted, right? It's doing no damage.
No.
Milotic could wake up and remember, because Yawn takes an additional turn to kick in, Milotic could just attack it later, and I think it's fine. So I do think the Ninetales was the focus, but no burn hurts, and this sleep into freeze dry now. Milotic's in big
Iron Jigger. I mean, you tried your best, man. It's okay.
Oh,
Good
it's
run. It's
our
always.
both
It's
our
not.
guys.
This
Huh?
freeze dry is gonna
Oh,
come
both
out,
our guys are
almost
facing.
knock it
Is
out.
it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
which?
All
Which
are like all of people are in the finals. Like the anyone wins from this. Like Yuzui, yeah. Yuzui wins this.
And
Yuzui
that will
goes for the
be
finals now.
the comeback
GG's. Karan, she
from
tried her best, man.
Karai.
Like Yuzui and Vedant are facing off in the finals.
Let's go.
Crazy.
Two of our top 13. Let's
Yep.
go.
I think that was
Yep.
definitely
Yep.
a tough one, and we are going to get Smarty Max.
GG's. Well played from Navia. Well played from Vedant. I mean, Vedant is playing. Dude, Vedant was easy 2 wins back to back. And Vedant won against a guy who defeated Mr. Rishi, by the way. You know Mr. Rishi?
But that was
Yeah, I've heard like last
He
time.
he
But
was the
yeah.
one who came for PCI tournament and he was Jude's
Yeah.
runner-up. Jude tournaments.
Oh.
Got the information.
So, a big shot.
And came back from it to 2-0 the last 2 matches here. So let me see this.
Also, as well, look how.
Why it will be such a flex that I did drop her a text saying that my boys will win the tournament.
Dragonite, Swampert, regular Swampert, no Mega, and Mega Gengar that isn't Perish.
Such a
Seems
flex
as if
for
he
me.
did perform extremely well in a victory road not too long ago.
They're texting to each other is so funny. Vedant and Yuzui texting to each other is so freaking funny. What do you mean by my boys? What do you mean by like the players who are playing from our boys? Yeah, my bad. My bad, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. You just claiming them? Yeah, come
I
on,
mean,
man.
dude, end of the day, I have to take everyone as my boys. Like, it's not like,
Our
like
boys.
yeah,
Our
boys,
boys.
my boys, anything works. But I have to tell her from my POV, not from our POV, right? When I text her.
Do you know if you click on the icon?
Sure, sure.
Yeah. I can't tell her who comes in our section. So I just have to say it's me, just direct conversation.
Well, one thing I want to highlight is that.
And don't you think that I come in our.
Have not touched.
I don't come in our.
The only loss has
Now,
been
guys, now he's gonna guilt trip us. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Best of 3, one very quickly lived.
Our
loss,
girls also, like,
but these 2 players
Choria choro se kam hai
in the
ke.
Moonball Cup.
So that's
I
all.
wanna
I don't
see
have
the
to,
chat. You guys give
genderize
these
like,
players
girls and boys.
flowers because
All
going
are one to us.
7-0 is insane, guys. In
And it's
just
boys
2
like,
runs. Sudden
in the
death
sense,
matches.
yo, you, bro.
We've got our 2. We've got our 2 winners after Swiss Sudden Death semis, our Moonball Cup grand final.
There are girls among us. Like, for example, Navia was a girl. Nate is a girl. And there's a lot of female in our server as well who are players. Pretty good players. Top 500 showdown players. Top VGC players. Like, there are too many good players in female as well.
The Alolan Ninetales here is it does
Yuzui! Vedant versus Yuzui. This is gonna be interesting. I think Vedant has an upper hand in the team against Yuzui here because he has counter for almost everything. Look at this team sheet, by.
Isn't going to come into play here. And so Ninetales, I believe, becomes a question of, do you basically want to counter, for example, the Meowscarada? Do you want to counter the Primarina? Because of the freeze dry, that could come into play, but now it's not needed specifically to counter the weather.
Yeah, it's definitely less of a problem here. It is mainly, as you said, just is Ninetales a good Pokemon for the matchup as opposed to is the weather important? I do think this is going to be pretty cool though, because I can imagine the Dragonite actually coming into play here, which is a Dragonite build I really like, which could get involved.
There you go, made it even easier for the chat to engage in the wood.
It's not like massively susceptible to a lot of these Pokemon, and because it's Life Orb, you can just start piling out the damage. So it's going to be super interesting to see how this one goes. Do they have a room code? Yeah, I guess Zoe might just be taking a minute after finishing that game. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this because I like Meowscarada.
I bet 1.5 rupees on Vedant.
There's definitely some cool options
Shake.
because Gengar is fast, like Dragonite's fairly fast, Sneaseless fast, Alolan Ninetales fast. Is this going to be a potential like Raichu Farigiraf and go for Trick Room? Because there's nothing apart from
Swampert.
knocking out the Farigiraf.
Swampert.
There's
Obviously,
nothing that
Swampert is
the blue
there.
team can do about it, right? Like they have to just try and knock it out and hope.
Swampert has
because
Incineroar is
if you
lower
look,
sides
so
here,
much
I
of this
guess,
team
if
is
I'm not
harassed on
wrong.
stuff that's
It's an
small,
Adamant Dragonite, so
right?
Dragonite
Like
stays in a medium
Swampert,
speed.
great, who cares? So it'll be very interesting to see.
I
Where
think
they go with that.
slower side is
I
only
think what I'm
actually better, but
interested
to
in,
counter
I'm
that
not
Swampert,
exactly
Muscarada is
sure
definitely
what
needed, but
on this
Muscarada
team,
gets in a
other
tricky
than the
situation if it's a choice
knockoff,
car plan.
specifically counters this Gengar. We've not seen, I don't think yet in the tournament, the substitute come out from the Gengar, so I'd be interested in seeing that tech if it needs to be taken out. But the one thing that I think is super interesting is the Zap Cannon.
Whoever
on
wins
Raichu
treating Nova
being
cause he
able
gave
to
us the info.
mute
I
some
mean,
of
like,
Gengar's
yeah,
speed. If
I
you
have to get that
Grouse
share from the
Gengar at
money,
the
you
start of
know.
the match, it kind of really puts Gengar in a weird position where one of the main reasons why Gengar is so strong is because he hits hard and he hits fast. And
What
so
what
that
happened to
can be
Valken?
a
Valken is
pretty
so
big
silent.
deciding factor there, I think.
Yeah, I'm just yeah.
Yeah, if you look at it,
I'm
actually,
like we are
this
casting के लिए थोड़ी ना we are just here for the casual, you know,
I mean, I'm
casualness.
just asking, भाई तू कुछ बोल ही नहीं रहा, मैं तब से बात कर रहा हूँ
हाँ
इसलिए.
हाँ, मुझे लगा chat से बात कर रहे हो इसलिए I was like okay chill है. But yeah,
But
this is
तेरे
the
को क्या लगता है
finals or
वेदांत?
क्या?
It's finals. Vedant versus Yuzu it is.
Usually is on a roll today. She won the in the India versus Indonesia.
Yeah,
So
and he's an undefeated player here. He's 7-0.
both or did
Both,
she both? Yeah.
Because I just think there's just a lot of good tools here. It's just going to be interesting.
Oh, it's the Shake team which he's using. Yeah.
Yeah. Sheikh just gave it to Vedant in the chat. You might have read that.
Yeah. He's like, is it good for today's? Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Which one's going to give you the little bit of an edge, and then how the best of goes from there. So pretty interesting. Looks like we do have a room code, just so you know.
Why don't... Wait, really? Oh, my chat was not updating. I got it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we are looking at the finals. Let me get this code ready. I thought I was about to send us to break.
Yeah, and just as a final start, let's go to a quick break. And,
Yeah. I thought they weren't here. The chat wasn't updating for me, so I was like, all right, we get to drink something or something. But we do have a room code, so you guys don't get another dance break. I'm sorry.
You can just dance in the chat anyway. It's okay.
Yeah. Can we get some love for the finals, please? Let's see your best dancing emotes in the chat.
Also, while the question's been asked, Moon can tell me if I'm saying anything wrong here. But who's gonna watch Worlds next week? Well, I believe me and Moon are on stream. Is the plan. So yeah, as long as that plan's being held, Moon, your choice, of course. But yeah, I believe we're gonna be at least watching chunks of it on stream.
We absolutely will be, and I might have some pretty good news about that too, Raven.
I've got the same.
Really? Yeah.
Ooh.
Stay tuned if you like the vibes. This deadly duo will be back. But guys, this is it. One last set. We do have our finals. Good luck to both of our finalists here. We're about to jump into game one, and I'm excited. Raven, how are you feeling? Are you excited?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great finals. Like I said, this matchup.
I just put up a story that something is a monster.
Vedant has got the edge, at least in my opinion.
Oh, okay. This is also a interesting camera angle into the matchup.
Yeah,
Team selection.
I know, right?
But we'll see, just because it's so.
But yeah, I guess. Is it just team selection screen? I guess because
yeah,
it won't
then
be.
it switches out to they you see it yourself.
Yeah.
It does so much damage, and it's priority +2.
She has done this all settings so good, you know. It looks so good.
So I would like to see the Dragonite come out, but I just think Vedant has a lot of good options with this team. Like, not really afraid of anything. If he's fearing Incineroar, there's King Gambit, and there's Farigiraf to stop Fake Out. Same with Sneasler. With Sneasler, there's Psychic from Farigiraf as well. There's just so many good tools to pick. Like,
okay,
I just think it's going to be an uphill climb.
All good?
But let's see. Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened indeed. We are jumping into the match. We get to see the Dragonite right out the gate.
Raichu and the Muscarada it
But
is.
here's the thing: is we have a Meowscarada on the board.
Wait, wait,
That
has icicle, this thing, na, triple axle. Muscarada does have a triple axle, and there is a fake out pressure from the Raichu, so Sneasler is in a threat with a fake out, and I think Raichu has to go for a fake out there, and he can easily go for a triple axle.
But does have a pesky habit of not either doing all three or, like me, missing the first one.
Yeah, that's just a Raven thing. That's not going to happen here in the blessed Moonball Cup. Guys, in the chat, I want to see you fill up the chat with who you're rooting for or who you think is going to win the finals of Moonball Cup M5. Is it Vedant or is it Kurai?
It's kind of
I wanna
surprising.
see,
Twitch has a
what you
crazy
guys
good number
think.
of people watching
And yeah, no,
this stream,
Turtle,
man.
never
She
listen
has
to Raven. Rule one, never
211
listen to Raven.
watching.
Don't do what he says.
That's
That's,
insane.
that's the
Which-
rule I live by.
Which is awkward when rule 2 is Raven is always right. So suddenly, you're never listening to the one person in the world that's correct all the time. So it's a tough one to deal with. We do see as well, important to know that
Oh,
Dragonite
it's a
is
double
not
protect.
multi-scale. This build is in a
So,
focus,
welcoming.
which means
Oh.
that it's still tanky, but it's not that tanky.
Oh, I expected
right, compared
Sneasler
its
to be keep it
multi-scale
open.
variant.
It
So
didn't
that is
happen
something to bear in
though.
mind. Not that multi-scale saves
So-
it from a full triple axle anyway.
Now that the
just
triple
that
axle, it's a
bring
fight.
that one up.
It's an
But we do
ice
see the
type,
double
but he
protect
can
going
immediately
out,
go for a
and
Zapcan
Kurai
on his
trying to
Sneasler
keep
and get it down,
you know,
make it
slow
slow.
the pace of the game down just a little bit.
Yeah, this is super interesting, as you pointed out, Raven, because multiscale, such a strong ability. I think one of the best in the game, and you would think in most scenarios that it's the ability to have on the Dragonite, but in this specific matchup, I feel like Dragonite actually benefits from not being able to
Ooh.
get faked out here. But funnily enough,
Wait, Electroshot goes
a
to
whole bunch of
Swamp.
switches are happening. Raven, explain.
Ah, the Zap Cannon.
first
Oh
off,
my god.
also the inner
What a nice
focus
switch
is
from
mainly
Yuzui over
his
there.
Superpower going on tap
Superpower
for
going
gonna
in for
do
the
a lot
filter
of
up, which
damage,
is
so
not gonna
that's
do
nice.
anything.
But yeah, this is why the second you Life Orb an attack, there goes your multi-scale because you've taken damage. So that is the big reason, because it is
But
such
it's an inner
aggressive
focus.
Dragonite, it's almost pointless running multi-scale outside of fast turn ones from your opponent. So that is a big deal. But yeah, Farigiraf gonna come out, gonna try and slow things down. But Swampert as well, not a bad swap, being able to maybe get those yawns out. And obviously Swampert basically just tanks Raichu on its own, right? Like it's pretty decent at dealing with that. So that's gonna be pretty.
Well, I'm not
nice
sure if
overall.
you noticed, Raven, but that swap into the Swampert actually allowed Swampert to eat the Zap Cannon
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
Raichu. So that was just such a smart move from Kurai, knowing that that would be
Oh.
the target from the Raichu.
Is it a trick room?
Farigiraf
I don't
not
think he
getting
will be
knocked out
running
by the
Trick Room
Dragon
here.
Claw here is going to allow it to
Psychic
psychic
it,
the
okay.
Dragonite again. Doesn't have multi-scale, so
Yawn.
that's actually going to hit for some decent damage, even though it's coming just a psychic from a Farigiraf.
I think
Yeah,
Ios
the
Power
damage
takes it down.
combined with the fact that obviously the Life Orb is hurting Dragonite every attack as well, it does stack up, and there's a limited amount of use you can get out of that Dragonite, especially when you can't use the likes of Extreme Speed either, because Farigiraf stops it. So yeah, this is nice, because this, I would say, is akin to like the level up stage of learning Pokemon. Is you learn how the game works, you learn what the Pokemon do. Then when you're getting better, you start to learn about switches. Because when you
Ooh,
first
Zap
see
Cannon
Pokemon, you're like,
dropping,
you just
KOing the
keep pressing
Dragonite.
the
But I
tabs
think
until it
Raichu
gets
is more
knocked out
important.
and rinse and repeat.
Wait,
Not
will
the case,
Swampert?
as you've
Swampert
seen,
goes
because
for an Ios
switches
Power. That should
and
take
knowing
it
when
down.
to do them is
That
one of
Ios
the
Power is
strongest things
too
the
good.
good players are good at, right? It's like, for me, one of the biggest differences watching pro players and like you'll see in Worlds.
There
how
you
they
go, Trick Room
switch
comes in,
is
it's
so
pre-Marina
different
time,
to even
baby!
How, like Master Ball 3 players switch. Like it's so much higher level and it can make a massive difference, as you pointed out. Getting the good switch into that Raichu, meaning basically Raichu skips a turn, is huge.
Yeah, and then Raichu skipped the turn and then ate the high horsepower, which basically just knocked Raichu out of the game before it could do anything. I think what's happening in this round one of this match, one thing that players don't know is how
Why the hell are you
specifically
running a
these
King
Pokemon are
Gambit? I mean King Gambit.
So what I've been seeing in this
I got it
match
from someone else.
is each player hitting their opponent as hard as they can and trying to get a sense of how are their opponents built? Are they a little more bulky? Are they a little more speedy? Are they more attack oriented? Which I think is knowledge that they're going to bring into games 2 and potentially 3
Fake outs,
of
not
this
possible.
finals match. Because that can make a big difference.
But
if
high
you
horsepower
know that your
goes on
opponent is
again on
specifically EV'd to outlive something.
It's a focus
I
dash
think
King
this is
Gambit,
some
but
information
I think
that
it's a double
these,
target there.
Players are picking up on.
No?
Yeah, high horsepower going into the Farigarath, probably, maybe at least, assuming this King Gambit's gonna protect, but it did go for swords.
Wow.
Just a close combat, and that's, my friends, is one of the reasons why many King Gambits have Choppleberry now, because you just fall over, and now the Raichu Y's gone, the King Gambit's gone. There's a cat and a giraffe. And it is not going to be enough as Karai takes the game number 1.
Yuzu is having a run, boys. Valker has read
Yep.
that already.
This is something you will
Yep.
also see
I said
in competitive
in a role,
play,
man.
Is if
So yeah.
you as a player are convinced I've lost this game, don't, especially in game 1, don't show your opponent anything
It's
else.
finals, it's
Like,
finals,
don't
Nimish
let
Gupta,
them
it's
work out
finals.
Exactly how fast your Meowscarada is, and things like that, right? Like that, or how much damage
I mean-
Meowscarada takes from X move, right? Don't. Give
I
them
think
more
both knows.
information. If you've lost, you've lost. Unless you think you're gonna glean.
I think they
more
don't know they are
from
friends
that
and they know each other's
you
team.
will often
They know
find
he knows
players, if they
it's a max
can
attack
get
and max
across
speed
the
Mayos
board,
Katrada.
hide
Anyways.
information,
They
especially
don't know that this team was
Absolutely. It
actually
goes
of
back to what I was
someone else.
saying about, I feel like players were scouting for
Vedant
easy
is playing
information,
Shake's team.
and I actually love that call to just give up
They don't know the
win
history here.
there and to not expose anything that they don't need to. We are jumping into game number
What
2.
exposed? They both
match
know
again,
the
but
teams.
Professional
Literally, it
Cafe
was
has-
discussed in the team
Yeah,
sheet.
he's teaching me. We're jumping into game number 2 here. What are you expecting? Are you expecting any changes from the person who lost last match, or do you think?
Yep, they're using the
what do you
same
think is gonna
teams,
happen
boys.
here?
It's tricky. I think there was nothing wrong with the opens. I just think Vedant may have gotten a bit of a wake-up call on don't just click Zap Cannon necessarily, because outside of what Dragonite, there's nothing that's overly.
No, Kurai is not
Zap
using
Cannon.
the team she used
Yes,
today.
You've got a problem of if
No,
you
She
Kurai
gone
is
back
not
towards
here.
Parish.
Yeah, he has gone towards the team
But
he
that's
was
the game
running
you
before.
play, right?
He's
So
too
I
good
think
with
it's just
Parish.
have a little
I
think
mean,
about
this
what
is not a
to do when
Parish
to
Gengar
take
team, I guess.
shots. Sometimes you're gonna get
It's the one he faced today.
No, it is not a Parish Gengar. It is the team.
No, no, no,
what-
it-
it is.
It is the one
Yeah.
he faced today.
No,
She
but
faced
it was
today.
a Sylveon variant. This is a Swampert variant. The
Oh,
Sylveon
okay.
variant was the old one. The Swampert is
The
a new one.
problem
What
is,
Michael Klesch did in the
realistically,
Victory Road.
If
He
Okay.
won the Victory Road tournament in August with
and
the same
Karai
team.
just says, "I'm not even gonna fake out. I'm just gonna just get you." Like, what if they just double into Raichu or something, right? They can just take this opportunity to deal a lot of damage, especially with the Dragonite, as long as they don't press extreme speed.
Yeah, and like you said, Raven, I feel like game 1, Vedant did get a bit of a wake-up call and realize, okay, my opponent knows how to make a switch. And so if I'm starting right here, I'd be much more scared to throw a Zap Cannon into any of these slots because I'd be scared of it getting just
Vedant
eaten,
realized that
by
my
the
opponent
Swampert.
knows how to switch.
It looks
Wow.
like Raichu does just go for the fake out
Ooh.
and called appropriately by Karai, which is really something
Oh,
here.
bye, Raichu.
Vedant. Oh, the
Not
tank
quite.
set.
Okay, fair enough.
The
Didn't
tank
know
set.
that. Yeah, fair
Defense fell.
And guess what?
And now
That's
Moonblast is
very
going.
valuable information. If
Is
it's
it
going
Moonblast?
To be a game 3.
Yeah, that's impressive. Again, it's important to see how all this works out.
Wow.
And there's no inner focus
Wow.
Dragonite. Again, the price you pay for Life Orb Dragonite, super strong. However, there are downsides, right? So then Prim just able to clean that up. And this time, Vedant in a very solid position.
Yeah, it's crazy how the turns table so quickly.
Michael Klesch is like.
but as we said,
and
Vedant
Ace isn't
learned a lot
Picasso,
from that
bro.
first match. Didn't go
His
for
teams
the
are
Zap
like
Cannon, and
artist
figured out
levels.
what to put onto the
Michael
field
Klesch.
in front of
We can
this
also take
Dragonite.
the YC.
Knows
I
it can just
love
knock
the
it out 'cause
YC's
it doesn't
setup
have,
teams.
multi-scale, and
Too
it
good.
worked. And now they know the Dragonite cannot knock out a Raichu, but the Primarina can knock out the Dragonite. And so that's some very interesting.
They didn't notice the
calculations that both
special
players are gonna keep in
defense,
mind.
defense and the special defense
Yeah,
will
what's
drop, I guess.
very good now in terms of this. This Raichu might not be around for much longer anyway, but the good thing now is, now that one of the Pokemon's knocked, well, Gengar or Swampert's got to come in, and if
Will
one's
it be,
in, you know which attack you can use.
Please
right?
don't say
Because
you did your
you've not got
zap
the
cannon
query
on
of which one's going to swap where then.
Swampert.
Because if Gengar comes in first, you know that you can focus blast.
Is it a-
You,
Because it
my
can
boy,
only be
you
sneezed
cooked
or
it. You
Swampert.
cooked it.
So
Oh,
nice
substitute from the
information
Gengar.
there.
Oh,
Wait.
this is nice.
The crazy
Is it
thing
a hyper
happened
voice?
again.
But it
No,
can
that would be
hyper voice.
hyper.
But it can
The
hyper
zap
voice.
cannon went into
Yeah,
the
that will
swamp.
go
That's
through the
issue.
substitute.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Oh yeah,
that the
but
zap
I
cannon
think
was used, because
but I
literally
think
just
it just
explained why it should
did
probably
so
be
it
focused.
won't get zap cannon next turn.
Yeah. Difficult decision.
Because he's slower than
obviously.
Raichu, you know.
Made the wrong
Hmm.
one. Which
But I
happens
think
sometimes.
Gengar can
In
go a
this
sludge bomb on the
game,
Primarina
we've
slot that
seen
should
this player
KO it.
make great decisions and a bad one. Sometimes it's a 50-50. You need to go with your gut. And sometimes your gut will fail you. And the Swampert gets to nibble another little zap cannon. It tickles his
Ooh.
fins and he moves on. But we do see the Focus Blast coming in now. Which, ironically, if that had been a Focus Blast before, would have been enough to get the knockout.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
And
god.
Gengar, what a scary
Yeah, that's
laugh.
why. See,
What a
that's why he went for
scary laugh.
subs, so
Gets the
Raichu does not go for
knockout,
Gengar this turn,
onto
you know?
Primarina
And
with
now
a
he has a
flip
free
bomb.
sub.
Flip turn, also going to be enough to get rid of this Raichu. And suddenly, the turns have tabled again.
Yeah, I actually think that the more I'm sort of seeing this play out, I'm actually wondering if Raichu's even the bring. I do think Verdant is in a tough spot in that he's only running 1 Mega. However, if you look at the rest of the team, it's pretty nice. And you're
No,
expecting
Vedant actually
Gengar
got cooked
Swampert
by
because
going for
you
the
run
Sneasler
Raichu.
slot instead
So
of
if you
Gengar
skip
slot.
Raichu,
Because
suddenly
he has
Gengar
seen already there's
Swampert
a
stuff
switch
isn't
coming
gonna
in
be
no
a
matter what.
problem or as much. And then you could bring like King Gambit for Rigarath, Meowscarada and Prim or Arcanine, right? I think like those other slots could have been a little bit more powerful, and you just don't bother with the Raichu because your opponent has 2 switches into it that can completely nullify Raichu's turns. Even including Fake Out, right? You can switch Gengar into the Fake
Triple
Out
Axel
turn.
going in.
Yeah, this has been
Ah,
quite a
this
event.
is so
Also, I'm
bad.
super happy I got
If we
to
go
see
for
the
a Gengar, I
substitute
think
come
he
into
Vedant
play.
lost
We saw
this.
it eat that
Vedant lost this
Primarina's
immediately.
Hyper Voice, which
Oh,
then
anyway.
allowed it to sludge bomb the Primarina right after that. So that was super interesting tech.
Ah, he
Meowscarada
just
gonna go
read
for the
what
triple
Vedant will
axle
go for.
into a protect. Not gonna be able to get that off. And now trainers are just trying to figure out how to move from here.
I think Gengar is in a good
Is
spot
that just
because
game? Potentially, right?
yeah.
Because the Meowscarada is now Ice type. So if Sneasler gets to close combat, it's just toast, right?
but Choice Scarf Meowscarada is
So
faster
that's a
here.
whole- the
And
Gengar's just
Gengar
chilling.
cannot
There's
go
still
for a
the
sludge
Swampert
bomb
in
or
the
either
back.
any of the moves which
Like,
will be
looks
that super
pretty
effective
scary
there.
now with the sort of committal to the Ice type with the protein.
Yeah, the protein kind of changed the game here, but not that much because if it didn't have protein, I want to see what happens with this triple axle first.
Can we see a protect? No, there's no protect.
no
Triple
way.
Axel!
There's
what?
no-
Oh
I
my
told you,
god!
I told you, it's cursed.
Oh my god,
That's the,
depending on the triple
Gerard
axle
damage
is
on
so
Meowscarada.
freaking bad and the poison gets
Poison
connected.
comes
There
down.
it goes.
I imagine this Sneezer's probably gone into Meowscarada.
Oh
as well.
my god, are
Yeah,
you
there go.
serious?
And that is going to be
Yuzui is in
Meow,
the
and there is
crazy
just the
role,
Free Graph.
man.
Psychic probably going to come
Oh
down on
my
Sneasler, but with the
god.
Swampert in the back and the sub still
Vulcan.
up for
The sub
Gengar.
is
Yeah,
still up.
I
Yeah,
saw, I
this
saw, I
Yuzui
saw.
grabs this. Yuzui
Not
grabs
Yeah.
this.
Might just be the whole
Called
match.
it.
Oh my
It
god.
might just be the whole match. Guys, matches and games are different things. Raven taught me this. Games are what we're looking at, but the match is like the best of 3, just in case. And they are gonna let Karai take home the victory. Raven, what does that mean?
That means that Karai is your champion, going up 2-0. Very impressive overall. And I think just a really cool final, some really interesting choices from the players. So that's really, really nice to see. Huge congratulations to Karai. This team.
हुआ ना मैं I will be अगर तुम हो तो मैं थोड़े देर में आया टीम का एक गेम चल रहा है Yeah.
Okay, cool, take it.
So and
What does oh Yuzui gets 75? Oh my god, 75 75 CAD is really good amount. It's 5,000 somewhat, right? If I'm not wrong. Yep, it's
like, oh,
5,213. There was a drop in the money by the way.
Or yes, I do play Gengar. I play Perish Song, right? Great, but you don't have to, right? Like, there's other ways to use these Pokemon, and I
Second
do
place,
think,
it's
even though I understand why
1,700
people like
rupees,
to
25
load up
Canadian
teams that have already
dollars.
done well and load up teams that feel comfortable. You can experiment. These Pokemon can do a lot of things, and I really suggest that have fun with stuff, right? Try stuff out. Like, it's just as fun as playing teams you know are good. It's playing teams that you're not sure if they're good, but they might be. But yeah, really cool tournament.
See
I
you,
think
good nights, love
especially
you all.
the semi-finals and
I
finals.
think even I'll be shoot
fantastic.
off because
I love best of three.
I wanna watch that Pural game,
Absolutely.
PRUL gaming
You guys have
streams.
already exploded the
And I'll
chat,
just
but I
I
want to
need
give
just need
a
to
lot
go
of love
to.
to both of our finalists, guys. It is nerve-wracking. If you're wondering why certain moves are pressed, if you're wondering why certain things happen, it is very scary.
Lots of
If
love
I
to you
was
all. See
either
you
of
all
the
tomorrow.
finalists,
Bye bye.
I
Good
would be shaking.
night.
I was shaking round one
Good
of Victory
night.
Road.
Lot of
Okay?
love to you all.
So
Can confirm.
yeah, Raven was there and had to calm me down. But I would love to see the chat filled with love for not only the finalists, but for all the participants. Guys, you guys showed up in droves. I very, very much appreciate you guys, but huge congratulations to Karai. What a run. Survived Swiss, sudden death, semis, and now the grand final. Absolutely massive. Raven, any final remarks before I let you get some sleep, sir?
No, well, a couple actually. I'm saying no, like I'm not going to say no.
Professional yapper, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, yeah, a couple of things just because I've seen it in the chat as well, just about, obviously I was talking about I love best of three. However, something that's important about this tournament is that it's playable, right, for everyone, or for most people at least. And it is important. There's tons of tournaments that are like 10 rounds, best of three Swiss. You've got to commit your whole day to it, maybe your whole weekend if you do well. And I do think it's really important what Moon's doing here, where providing a playable tournament and a watchable tournament as well. I see most of you here have been in for the vast majority of the stream. Could you stay for another 6 or 7 hours? I think most people couldn't. So I think being able to watch a show from start to finish is awesome. I think, yes, of course, in a perfect world, we would have 50 best of three rounds of Swiss to really find out who's the best. But time is a concept that exists. So yeah, I think the tournament formats are great. And I think having way more players play as well is a lot of fun. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you to Moon, of course, for inviting me. Hopefully I've not been too much of a burden on the
Yep, there goes good amount of
here.
money.
So yeah, I had a great time. And
We're taking our
I'm already looking
wealth back.
Before you go, shout yourself out. Did I say that correctly? Shout yourself out. There's a lot of weird S's. And tell them where they can catch you literally tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, so I stream 6 days a week. Believe it or not, I stream Pokemon Champions almost all the time. And it is UK time in the morning till the afternoon. And I stream Monday to Saturday. You can catch me on Raven HS. I'll just spam some stuff in the chat. There you go. Click on my name and follow me if you like. If you want to see someone who's definitely worse than Moon at the game, but isn't completely rubbish, but does complain a lot, that's the stream for you. I've made it so tempting. I'm sure I'll see you all there tomorrow.
Definitely be there tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, Raven. I'm gonna let you go. Some W Ravens in the chat, some love in the chat for Raven.
Oh, she has
guys.
a pretty slow poke
We are
over
gonna
there.
be
That's
wrapping
pretty.
up, but I personally need to talk to you guys before I go, because thank you for the W Ravens. He did a fantastic job. He took care of all of the judging for that tournament. I didn't even look, so he saved me so much anxiety. Thank you, Raven, for being not only the best caster, but an amazing partner. Before you guys go, I want to say thank you one more time. The first Moonball Cup had 16 players. Today we had over 200 registrations, which is genuinely insane to me. I don't know if you guys understand how blessed you make me feel to be in this position, to be able to do things like this, which is why I care so much about trying to make it as nice as possible for you guys. I can't believe we had a tech issue. I can't believe we had a tech issue. But I think the thing I care about most is that it still feels like what I wanted it to be when we did our first tournaments, right? Just a really fun way for people to come play competitive Pokemon. I I want to put on a little bit of a show for you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And you know that you don't need to be some amazing tournament
This is a
player. You don't need to
fifth
give up your
tournament. That's
entire
crazy.
weekend to be able to
Or this is
participate
a
in a really
M5
big
season 5
tournament. You can
tournament
just show
too.
up, play some games, maybe even surprise yourself. And hopefully have a really, really good time. And seeing this many people want to be a part of that is just really, really cool and a bit of a dream come true, to be honest. So whether you made top
Oh my
cut,
god, my people
went
wanted Vedant
undefeated,
to win,
went
but it ended
0-5,
up being
got taken out in sudden
Yuzui's
death,
win.
which
But I mean,
like one of my best
Yuzui is
friends
the
got
goat,
taken out
man.
in
Yuzui
sudden
and
death.
Vedant both are good.
I'm gonna have to call him later and say sorry. Or if you were just a viewer, we're doing this for you. Like, I'm doing this so that you guys can watch something really fun on a Sunday. You know what I mean? So thank you, seriously. And especially thank you to everyone who supports me and the channel regularly. I see you guys in the chat. You guys are genuinely the reason why I keep doing stuff like this. You let me put money back into the prize pools. You keep helping me improve the streams, make better production. And it's just growing in a way that I could never have dreamt of. So thank you for letting me build.
Guys, anyway, I'll
these
be ending the
weird
stream.
little things
मैं end
that
कर रहा हूँ. बहुत
make
सारा
me
प्यार.
so happy
I'll just
to
finish
do
it off in
with
Supernova
and for
style.
you guys.
What is your ID, guys? If you what ID you are asking? My Instagram. You on my Instagram or you on my Champions ID? What exactly you mean by that? But anyways, oh, Pokemon Champions. Yeah. Guys, send me your code. Tomorrow I'll be streaming. So send me a code. I'll send you friend request. Don't worry. I'll be pushing to the rank. I will not be playing against anyone because I know that I'm not in a good state of winning against anyone. It'll be fun if I push myself rank and we just have fun banter of how situations will go. So until then, it's me, Supernova, signing off. See you all in the tomorrow stream. Tata, bye bye.